Good evening, everybody. Welcome to a Wednesday night stream for the Pink Panthers. I had to think about what date was there for a second. Hope everybody is doing well tonight. Grok, how are you, mate? Min, how are you, mate? I'll keep an eye on the whispers. Interesting. Trade rumors already. Jeez, we're at round 3. Akko Revolve, welcome. So to enter the giveaway, there's a few different ways you can enter. So you can either collate chat points, and then there's a 1,000 chat point option, a 2,000, 3,000 and 4,000 with respective entries per number. So 1,000's one entry, 2,000's two entries, and so on and so forth. So you can accumulate points like that and redeem an entry that way. Or if anyone wants to sub at any point, whether it's prime or normal, if they choose to do so, they get 3 entries in. So there's no obligation to have to do that. You can just watch the stream and rack up your channel points. But if you want bonus entries, there's that option too. I may have to cap it for someone like you, Grok. 50k is 50k. Just checking your message now, Min. Have heard that name too from Mr. Tiggs as well. Min, so that is interesting that you have heard the same name. Hey Sarge, how are you, mates? Welcome. It's one of those things, Min, that we're kind of at the point now where if you hear a name, Tiggs hears a name, and Grok hears a name from different sources, I tend to start to think it's where there's smoke, there's fire, and that there could be some truth to it. So. Oh shit, you're right, Sarge. Everything all good? Got into a car accident early tonight. Hopefully you're all okay and everyone else involved. I mean, you're online, so that's a positive sign that you're obviously okay enough to be online, but hopefully everything's all right, mate. I've been in my fair share of car accidents, and the only thing I'll say is, as the cars are completely replaceable, I know it's a pain in the ass cost-wise and everything like that, but as long as you're okay and everyone else is okay, Sarge, that's the main thing. That shit news about the car though, being a write-off. Yeah, you got insurance or anything like that? Hound, welcome mate. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. Thoughts still with you from the news that you posted in the Discord last night, but hopefully you're doing well, mate. All comprehensive? Yeah, look, that's as good as you can kind of hope for. Yeah, but honestly, like, it doesn't even really matter who's at fault in these instances, Sarge, as long as you're okay and the passengers are okay, mate. That's the main thing. So, cars can all be replaced. Angus, how's it going, mate? Welcome. Oh, I did drink while playing footy. Shit. Was that proper season or practice games? That's not good, mate. How bad's the injury? Is it, you'll be back out there in a week or so? Yeah, car accidents seem to be the in thing, Hound. It's like I said, I've had my fair share. I've been that guy on the freeway when you hear there's an accident on the Monash and it's caused a whole lane closure. I've been that guy. So that one, the accidents I've been in, none have ever been my fault. But that particular one, I was driving 100 on the freeway, as you do, going to work, listening to some tunes, and a big Boral cement truck was next to me and decided to merge across, and he didn't see me and clipped the back of my car, and I've spun out and fishtailed, somehow missed other cars and flung into the little small metal wire fence things in the median strip. And if it was 20 metres further, I would have ended up on the other side of the freeway. So, there we go. Practice, and I got told, 2 to 3 weeks. That's the worst, Angus, when that happens. Like, you do the right thing playing a pracky game and then you injured yourself. Yeah, that's a bit shit, but hopefully the damage isn't too bad and you're back out there kicking goals soon. Does 2 to 3 weeks mean you miss round 1, or will you be touch and go? Because I know some leagues start on the 15th, some start a bit later in April. It's a bit of a mixed bag. Hey Marcus, I feel guilty that I can't do anything while the fella... I feel guilty that I can't do anything while the fella cries. Oh, with your son, Min. Right. Okay, so I get that feeling. You do feel helpless, but you'll learn to understand your baby's cries. there's cries that are just hungry cries, there's cries that are just whinging just cause, and then there'll be the pain cries, and you'll work out what it is soon enough. It's just a bit of trial and error, but I know what you mean. And it's actually interesting that you're right that your missus reassures you, because usually it's actually the other way around. I've found, I suppose from my experience and other friends as well, that it's been the mums that have kind of had that freak out moment. But babies are good at telling you what they want. So if your baby's crying, and this isn't rocket science, but it's essentially down to 3 things. They're either hungry, they either have gas and need a fart or burp, they're tired, or they just want some love and a cuddle. So it's kind of, I always just try to mentally step my way through it in a process of elimination. I thought that was the best way to go about it. And don't be disheartened by that as well, Min, that you try and handle it, and then when she does, it's like magic, because this will sound really stupid, and it can be, I found it hard to comprehend, but it's a real thing, that the bond with mother and baby is far different to father and baby at this age. So there's apparently science or studies that show that the calming influence the mother has even from birth, like with getting that first skin-to-skin touch and things like that, can't be replicated by a dad. It just is what it is. So don't feel like you're doing anything wrong or that you're failing, because it's 100% not that. It's just how the chromosomes and the mechanics and all that kind of shit work between baby and mum. It's one of those things. You can't avoid it. It just happens. But the tide will turn. Baby will end up being attached to you at some point. And then, yeah, it'll be swings and roundabouts. But definitely do not fret or think you're doing anything wrong, because it happens to
Dex!
Oh, Dex for the hound. G'day, Robbo. How are you, mates? Welcome. Angus B. Rifle. Oh, round 1, round 2. Okay. That's not too bad. But still shit that you did the injury. Was it late in the game? They're the worst ones, when you get through 3/4 of the match, get to the last quarter, and then hurt yourself. Shit ass. Grok, I did not see what you tagged on Facebook, because I'm logged into the Big Footy Tiger Cast version at the moment. What did you send through? I'm responsible for the membership money. Oh. Yeah, get him a membership. Oh, you said you already got the, was it the beanie? I thought you had something. Yeah, little fella's membership, absolutely. Those kids' memberships are usually pretty cheap too, because it's not really, they don't get, obviously entry's not really included because they just go in for free, up until about 3 or something like that. Beanie and pillowcase, yeah. They do some pretty cool kid stuff.
Son of a bitch, Paul, why didn't you just go home?
Yeah,
That's your home! Are you too good for your home?
Yelling and playing poker.
Answer me!
Oh, Bilson's at Cranbourne Bottle. That's very local for me. What flavour Bilson's? I might have to check that out when I have some coin. Yeah, beanies are a godsend, Min, for babies. Do you guys use the swaddle or the little jumpsuit things that contain all the arms and legs? It's always interesting with the babies when they sleep. I'm not. This will sound awful. I'm not looking forward to going back into that mode. It's, oh, they can be just, yeah, all fun. Ah, the jumpsuit, very good. Yeah, if you got him loving the jumpsuit, that's a win, I reckon, because they it's one of those things to you got to try and find whatever works for him so he is comfortable enough to go to sleep. So, you know, there'll be nights where he'll just be cuddling you, fall asleep, or cuddling your missus falling asleep. And they're the good times where they're just snuggled in. It's a week. I know, it goes quick, man. Have you noticed much change in a week? Robbo, after I got off your live stream, I thought of a lot of questions about AFL23. Fire away, Robbo. Happy to answer questions wherever possible. Literally the Cranbourne Bottle, vodka and pink lemonade. Oh yeah, that's up my alley, that one, Grok. We're talking about in cans here, not on tap. I'll have to check that out. Cans, fucking very good. I will explore that and report back my findings. Only sooked loud at night once in the nasty shit that I was responsible for. At the risk of visualization for other listeners out there, but how nasty are those initial poos from babies? Those first few, even when you're in the hospital, they are nasty. G'day, Das Blues, welcome. I will type. So, there's a few different ways to enter. So, the easiest ways are you can accumulate chat points, which you get just by watching stream, either my stream or the Hound stream. And so once you get to 1,000 points, you can redeem one entry, or if you go to 2,000, you can redeem 2 entries, or 3,000 for 3, 4,000 for 4. So yeah, that's how you can get entries into the competition, or anyone who does a prime sub or a normal sub gets 3 entries into the comp as well. But obviously that's not, you don't need to do that because there's a free ways to enter. But yeah, if anyone who does sub during that time frame will get 3 entries added to the name. But otherwise, you can just sit back, chat away, and rack up your chat points to then redeem 450. Yeah, to then redeem an entry. Easy as that. I mean, you're spot on, mate. It's not hearing what comes out. That tar, it's horrible. It's horrible. G'day, Clayton. Welcome. It's, yeah. How are the feeds going in? I don't want that. I don't mean that in a personal way either. They don't have to go into too much detail, but hopefully you're getting sleep and it's all balanced and everything like that. Robbo, are we going to get a build your stadium mode? That's a good question. G'day, Wally. Going well, thanks, mate, and yourself. Hope you're well. A few people have speculated about the build your stadium mode. I don't know what they're creating academies like. If anyone here has played Cricket 22, Hound, I'm pretty sure you have. You might know a bit more about what Big Ant's creative suite is like in that element. That would be pretty cool, though, if you could. Yeah, I haven't got a proper answer on that, but it would be cool if you could. It also sound like it would be very in-depth, so I know you can on FIFA and shit like that, but I don't know if we're at their level yet. Oh, there you go, I'm into their creation. Creation thing's good. Create your own kit. Now, more importantly, is it socks up or socks down? Ross apparently came into the office today. Oh, for FLPA. Very good, man. That's what we like to hear. Robert, how do you know to find out how many points you have? So in the chat client thing, you should be underneath where it says send message. There'll be like a little circle with a little line in it. If you click on that, it should tell you how many points you have, I believe. Yes, hope you're well, Clayton. Rock. One tip they suggested for my friend who's struggling to bond with his baby is to spray some of the baby's mother's perfume and deodorant on your body. Yep, that is true. Oh, hello. That is true as well, Grok. I have heard that. It's unfortunately, it's tough going for dads at the start in terms of that bonding aspect. I hope you win it too, Dust Blues. We should get a few entrants, hopefully, but we'll see how we go. Create your own kit. Wally, it's good, brother. Oh, thank you for the news. Yeah, I know, Wally. Another kid on the way. It should be an interesting time. Should be very interesting. How are you doing, Wally? Doing well? Socks down, one up, one down. Going well, thanks, Clayton. You into the AFL23 stuff, are you? Now, we're going to call this, I think. It was in the list of stuff. Oh, was it? Has that been updated, Robbo? That's interesting. That's good to know from Min that the creation suite's good. Oh, well, we're sort of close to a straight, aren't we? Did you see that the Robbo video got all unique celebrations? Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they use the celebrations for. Ah, that's good you're going well, Wally. Good to have you here. Just that chilled poker nights. Yeah, exactly right, Rock. And that's why... Oh, so Rob, you got 2.8k points. So when you click on that bubble thing, it's up to you when you do it. You'll see there is a redeem chat point thing for 2,000 points for 2 entries, or you can wait till you get 200 more points and you can redeem 3 entries. So then you'll be in for 3 entries in the draw. Clayton, been playing AFL games since 2007. Nice, and you're 19. What's your take on what you've seen so far? How do you think the new one's going to be? Grok, back to your point. There's been plenty of toys that we've purchased for like sleep and stuff like that. Did I win that pot? No, surely not. And we've like rubbed like the cuddle toy in like Lauren's clothes, all that kind of stuff, because it just was more soothing than anything I could offer up. What am I most excited about for AFL23? I'm definitely most excited about the Star Team mode, the Ultimate Team, whichever one we want to call it. I think, and I've said it before, that even if they only get that 80% right, I think it has potential to be awesome, and it has potential to catapult the game to the next level, and it's going to be a vital piece to being able to develop and grow the franchise, I think. What are you most excited about? I mean, I'd love if you can do celebration with specific buttons. Agree, mate. Agree, that would be pretty cool. If you could, as much as I think he's used this in poor times, but the Dersman bow and arrow would be funny to whip out if you kicked a good goal. Or drop a gritty. Pink and black jumper with pink shorts, pink boots. Grok, I can assure you, if a creator kit is available, the Pink Panther kit will be coming out of the bag. That will be an absolute must. Lauren is due... It's technically... it is technically... Is it the... I think it's meant to be the 24th of August. But I don't think it will go that far. So the general consensus at the moment from the appointments we've had is it's probably going to be another pre-booked C-section, because the last 2 have been. We definitely won't go down the path of being induced, but if natural happens, then so be it. Lauren wants the natural part to happen, but for whatever reason her body's not really triggered it the last 2 times. So, but yes, I feel like there'll be a date picked based on I'm not sure what to book in. So August. Yeah, so we're going to have 3 birthdays in August. We've got mine and Liam. He's the day after me, and then this one will be somewhere earlier on. Build-A-Bear. Yeah, I have seen that, Grok. Build-A-Bear with the heartbeat. I have seen that. It's a pretty cool idea. Star Team for sure, Dust Please, yeah. Have you played... like the FIFA version or the NBA version of it? What did you think of the card art, the Buddy Franklin card? Funny thing with that reaction, Grok. So, you know, everyone's got that small group of mates who will just relentlessly take the piss out of you upon anything like that happening. So now, in my group chat with my 3 mates, one of them has cut that footage down to the part where I say, bullshit. And now anytime something comes up, that gets played on repeat in our group chat. So I'm now a meme within my own group chat. That's how good I'm going. Dash Blues, I think Grok did filter Ultimate Team because on the night that I streamed the game, it was getting put in quite a lot. We can probably undo that now, potentially, Grok, if we think it's not too bad. But, yeah, I really like the card art for the start. I think it's going to be really cool. Clayton, I really like how the AFL set shots and how they take them. I've said as well that the set shots is one of my favourite pieces as well. The 2-step set piece thing with the power and the timing, I think that's a really cool addition. And like even the snapshot, how, you know, it changes the body angle and everything properly. I know they seem very simple things, but it was cool to see that. And I think it's a pretty good kicking mechanism, and I reckon as the difficulty goes up, it'll be harder to nail consistently, because we were playing it on super easy, so it didn't really pose too many challenges, although I did botch quite a few kicks for goal because of the timing bar, the second one, because once that gets up close to the end, it does take off quite quickly, and it can spray the kick, which is good. Oh, did WWE have it as well? I didn't know that. Sock returned from getting action with the barley bales. Yeah, he's back. He's back. He was at work today and yesterday, so he's a little bit browner than when he left. Now Herbie's gone, so he's in NZ, but no, Sock is back. He had a good time on the bintangs. At least Lauren didn't do a viral pregnancy announcement to you. I know. Make icy poles. Yeah, you see some kind of weird shit on the interwebs about that. The other funny ones are sometimes the gender reveals gone wrong, or people putting like yellow confetti in, or random shit like that. It's good for a laugh. But no. Yep, so I am a meme within my own Facebook group chat. Now, which meme is that? Oh, I don't know what cards I've got. I think 4. Yeah, 400. Was able to hear the commentary. Firstly, Clayton, I will be bitterly disappointed if the orange team phrase isn't in the commentary. That would be a massive oversight for me. But no, I didn't hear the commentary because I didn't have the headset on. So because I was streaming and talking to the developers while playing, I was kind of answering questions and talking to them about stuff. So I didn't put the headset on. So I don't really know if it was good, bad, or ugly. But I will be shattered if the orange team isn't in there. It would be a massive... It isn't? Really, mint. That is so good if it is. Good because it means, as much as she copped shit for it, at least she's able to have a laugh at herself. I think that's important. I'm definitely not calling 1,000 for that. Das Blues, the winner will be announced. I think we're doing it on the 12th of April, so the day before. And we're going to do it... I don't know if you're familiar with how like sporting clubs do these things, but like a reverse draw. So all the names will go into a spinning wheel, and then we'll... spin a name up, they get removed, spin a name up, they get removed until we get down to the winner. And so once the winner's known, it's up to them. We can either send them a JB voucher if they want to pre-order it themselves, because they can either tell us, I don't want to sound intrusive, but if the winner wants us to order the game for them, like as a pre-order or whatever, they just have to tell us their address and what store to pick it up from or whatever, and we can do that on the JB website, that's fine. Or if they don't want to give away that info, which is totally understandable and fine, we can just send them JB vouchers for the amount and they can pre-order it themselves straight away. So whatever the person feels they would rather, that is what we will do. Ace 10, very good. Yes, we will stream the draw, absolutely. Absolutely, we will. Gender reveal image in the caption says, if it's a blue, it's a boy. If it's pink, it's a girl. It turned out the confetti was black, and there's this random black guy in the background with a photo looking shocked. Some people have got wicked senses of humour, don't they? G'day, Zachary. How are you, mates? Welcome. If you don't win, you call bullshit. Everyone's going to be calling bullshit. And it's, like I said, it's... Oh, I'm not playing for 1,000. It's a cross between myself and the Prometheus Hound, who's in chat as well. So there's people entering on his streams too. So we're going to combine all the names into that one spinny wheel and draw it out. So it might take a while to get through the names potentially, but it's all part of the fun. End of the day, someone ends up with a free copy of the game, and that's the most important part. If I don't recall, oh shit. Ugh, 3-7. Yeah, I'm not playing for 450. Yeah, good old reverse raffle. That was Hound's idea. I was just going to pick a winner. The Hound's like, no, why don't we reverse draw? I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. It actually generates some suspense. No, ZAFL, welcome, mate. I have not heard the news. Well, it depends on what the news is. What's the news? I just kind of presumed I haven't heard it because I've been at my in-laws for dinner, so I haven't heard much. You won't use the 30k channel points. I'm thinking that... I don't know whether to... I know some of you guys have got, like, bulk amount of points. So I don't know if we will have to cap it at some point. We'll see how it goes. Some guy hacked into the game files and the whole game is corrupt. Really? Where did you hear that? that would be an extraordinarily bad turn of events. That, yeah, where did you hear that? Oh, Min has claimed his 2 entries. Well done, Min. There you go. It's as easy as that, folks. He's claimed his points. Oh, it's a joke. Thank God for that. No, Z, thank God for that. That would have been a complete disaster. Beyond belief. Yeah, you got your sub entry as well, Min. Yep. That would have been horrific if that had happened. Someone hacked it. And this is the thing, right? Hackers, it's so easy to do these days. If you know what you're doing, of course. But yeah, that would be dog's boss. I'm glad that's not true. I'm glad. Clayton, you're getting points right now as you type. So it's just simply by watching and interacting on the stream, your chat points start going up. So you should see this little bubble underneath where it says send message. That'll be accumulating points for you. So that's all you got to do. Yeah, to rack up points to then use as on the chat point redemption. And then, like I said, and if anyone uses a prime sub or a normal sub, they get 3 entries. But otherwise, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. 100%. They would have to have backup files, man. They would have to. Yes, you can do underground handball grok. That was on the control list. I didn't try it, mainly because I probably forgot to read that part of it when I was doing it. But no, I haven't tried it. I haven't pre-ordered the game Das Blues, and the only reason why I haven't pre-ordered it is because we were told on the night of the launch that we're getting a copy of the game. If that doesn't eventuate for whatever reason, I will 100% going out and buying the game. But I would probably want to get it on Steam. But if Steam's not coming out on release day, which I just don't know the answer to that yet, then I'd get it on PS5. So I'm kind of waiting for a few things to see what happens before I work out what I'm getting it on. What are you getting it on? Have you pre-ordered Das Blues? And I do want to say that I do, as much as I, love the game, want it to succeed, I do fully understand the apprehension some people have not pre-ordering when not all the cards are on the table, pardon the pun, while playing poker, in terms of there's no real gameplay scene yet other than the grainy footage that I shot and some others. All the features aren't fully listed yet, so I get the apprehension, but yeah, so I do understand why people wouldn't. Some tips for the game. Oh, grok. It was fish and chips. Had a schnitzel burger and some steamed dimmies. Tips for the game. It's hard because I think tips will be more prevalent when we know what we can do tactical-wise as well. I think the biggest tip will be, it's not really a tip, more advice, is that I think all of us are going to have to tinker with the camera settings to find the one we like best. We only had access to one, so I couldn't see what the other ones were. But I think it's going to be important to be able to see, especially when attacking, to see where your forwards are leading. There's a few times where I kicked it inside 50, but because the camera was only showing the middle third of the ground, I couldn't see where the forwards were. And so I ended up kicking it straight to the opposition. Whereas if I had a camera angle that was maybe a bit broader or spun around slightly, I'm not too sure how to describe it, but then I'd be able to maybe direct the kick better. So that would be, my main suggestion would be to play around with your camera settings until you land on something you like, and spend time in the, I'm pretty sure they do, have a training mode, spend time in there getting used to the controls and the different buttons and things like that. Although I also don't blame people for just jumping straight into play now and just having a crack. Like, that's what most people do. You're getting it on PS4, nice. Do you get the PS5 copy with that on the PS4? Is that still how they do it? Steam Dimmies rock. Yeah, no, they're not too bad. I've watched the Mitch Robinson video 15 times already. What's your thoughts on the Mitch Robinson video, Zach? What do you reckon? The digital release. Yes, Min, this game is free. Yep. It's called. It's in the stream title somewhere. Prominence Poker. The digital release, not 100% sure when it's coming out. So Big Ant said that there's a few boxes they've got to tick still when it comes to digital release. with like Steam, PS Store, and Microsoft. But they said to keep an eye on their socials, and they will let people know when it's out and about. But I think, and I've said it before, but my view on it is, I think the Ultimate Team piece was the part of the puzzle they needed, because usually when you have digital release, you've got to have extra content to go with it, which is usually, it could be like packs to open for Ultimate Team and shit like that. So I think that may play a part in getting the final tick, but that could be totally wrong too. They're going to have a full crowd. Yeah, Min asked the same question. I don't know. I don't know, Clayton, about the crowd. Logically, what you're saying makes sense, that you wouldn't have a full crowd at that type of game, but I don't actually know how they've done it. You would like to think that it would be relative to who you're playing. But it just depends. I'm sure there's ways to code that. But yeah, it's a good question. It's a very good question. If we get a bit of a Q&A going with Big Ann on the Big Footy board at any stage, I'll ask the question. The Mitch Robinson vid is the best video I've seen. Oh, yeah, I'm really invested in motion work. Oh, the behind the scenes stuff is fascinating. More dev companies should do stuff like that, as long as it doesn't reveal too much, I suppose, for them. But I thought it was fascinating. It was really, really good. To sort of then show, I would have liked to have seen more, and maybe they aren't wanting to show this piece, and fair enough too, but I would like to see more, you know, when they upload that to the computer and then getting that into the final product, and how all the little processes in there would be kind of cool to see. But there might be reasons why they don't want to show that. Digital release April 12th you've seen. G'day, Kev. Where have you seen that? I'm hoping that's right. I mean, I have heard that Steam's going to be on release, but I've just not really seen anything to confirm it one way or another. So yeah, I'm hoping, yeah. It'll be 13th, wouldn't it? Not 12th. It should be 13th. Min, I reckon they'll be dropping more versions for pre-order stuff. Hopefully. I think they'll have to. They won't be able to just release the game. There'll be stuff that comes with it. Cricket 22 has empty crowds for unnecessary games, and it intensifies, it gets deeper. Oh, okay, that's good. I mean, based on that logic, you would think, Min, correct me if I'm wrong, but you would think that would just carry over into the AFL game, wouldn't you? That would make sense. Do you reckon there'll be packs to get players, Das Blues? I firmly believe there will. I don't, and that's because I don't really see any other way of how you would obtain packs. But someone who's, like, I mean, if you've played Cricket 22, apparently they had a type of version of Ultimate Team in there. Maybe it's similar to that. I really hope it's packs, and I hope there's like objectives and games you can play to receive packs, like what we see in FIFA and 2K. Maybe not in that as much level as that, but yeah, if they've got ways to earn packs to open cards, I reckon that'd be awesome. Very, very cool, hopefully. Zachary, so whoever wins the giveaway, so we're going to draw it on the 12th, I think we are, Hound, correct me if I'm wrong. But so there's two options, and it comes down to your personal preference, and it's whatever you feel comfortable with. So if you would like us to order the game for you as a pre-order or whatever, essentially just message us on whatever platform address and your closest JB store, and we'll pre-order on JB's website, and you can go pick it up, whatever. If you don't want to give your details, which is totally understandable and totally fine, we can just email you JB vouchers on the spot, and then you can use them straight away to pre-order on JB's website wherever you see fit and pick it up. Ah, Big T-Bone, I see you, bro. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I mean, people were saying that Cricket 22 has some type of mode where it's a resemblance of Ultimate Team. Maybe not in its purest form that we know it, but something similar with the cars. I'm not sure if you can clarify that. But yeah, Mitch Robinson is. If you go into Mitch Robinson's YouTube channel, if you find him on Twitter, he linked it there. He does a vlog, and he did a day in the life of, essentially, which included him at the launch party, and then the day after at Icon Park doing all his filming in the suit and stuff like that, and then back at Big Ant offices. It was pretty good. Ah, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Yeah, a few people have just said it, that's all. You like streaming this game too, T-Bone? Yeah, it's just a good relaxing game, isn't it? Like, for me, this is kind of just an extra layer up from just having a just chatting stream. If you play a bit of poker, it's pretty relaxed. Viewers can join and we can play. I can join the table and stuff like that. So it's hop into a platinum tournament. Oh, do they have tournaments? Do they? How do you go in the tournament? You go all right? Play careers always suck on AFL games. Yeah, it's hard because you've got to get them in depth, don't you? I'm glad there's going to be a solo and a team career. I think that's good. What does everyone think they're going to play more of? Would you play more of the solo player career or the team career? And I like the fact that if you play solo, that your objectives are based on playing your actual position properly. So if you pick to play as a full forward and you run around the middle, you're not going to do very well. So I think that's really good. Will the Ultimate Team be in the game or you have to pay real money? So Robbo, I don't know the full answer for fact, but based on the Ultimate Teams, if it's the same layout and format as FIFA and 2K, it'll be in the game. And if it's anything similar to those two games, you do not have to spend a cent extra to be able to play and to get cards. So there's always ways in which you can earn packs of cards to open for free. You do not have to pay. You can, and you can buy extra packs and do all that kind of stuff, which people do. It's all choice. But in FIFA, I did not spend a single cent more than just paying for the game. And I built a pretty good team, and I was able to beat teams that had better players than I did because I had better skill. So your skill level will play a part, hopefully. If they get the player ratings and balance right, you might have a team of cards that are less rated than the team you're up against, but you might be a better player. But you shouldn't have to spend a cent to be able to play the mode, in my opinion, and I really hope it pans out that way, and it's all, you know, the packs are there if people want to buy, but you should be able to get packs for free without having to pay. Combine challenge, that's a good call, Min. Do all the draft stuff. Kind of like 2K with your My Play, you got to do all the draft stuff. That would be pretty cool. Oh, okay, they got challenge in the gym to upgrade your stats. That's cool. If they integrated that into the player one. Bench press upgrades attacking. Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. Was that in a recent patch or has that been there from the start? Yeah, that's not been mentioned anywhere. That would be awesome if that was in. I think people would enjoy that. Things like that would make people play solo more. Hey, Kano, how are you, mate? Robbo, I would be utterly gobsmacked if it wasn't like that. If you couldn't play for free. Kev Pies, I'm a FIFA point spender. Oh. As in you spent 4,000 points or $4,000 on the FIFA points to buy packs? Damn. Yeah, Kane, of course, mate. If anyone's got the poker game, let us know and I'll invite and we can sit at the tables. That's all good. You reckon they changed much? Well, they said that... So, the only comparison I can kind of make is back to Evo 2 because it was the most recent game till now. The Big Ant said that the player career is going to be more in-depth into a new level than what we were used to with Evo 2, which makes sense because of natural progression over time and technology. But what that essentially means, I don't know, but it sounds like it will be in more depth. G'day, Bood, how are you, mates? Really, Kev? That's extraordinary. Did you pull some good cards at least, doing that? What was the best card you pulled? The best I pulled, I got, on one of my first few packs that was free, I got Courtois as keeper, which was a good start. And then the best card I reckon I pulled from there... Who was in my team? I can't remember. I haven't played it for months. I can't remember who my team was. But I did a lot of the SBCs and buying and selling cards to get like Haaland. I got Adjeko, Harry Kane's one of his better cards. Yeah. That's incredible though. I hope you pulled some serious good cards, man. Prime Girl, yeah, nice. 92 rated squad. Shit. What div are you in? Div 1? What's happening, Bood? Team manager. Well, team manager Des Blues, I believe, will be all about, you know, managing players' wages, contracts, sponsors, stadium, tickets. I mean, that to me seems pretty stock standard features, which is, you know, why people play that mode. So hopefully it has all that in it, which will be pretty good. The card I wanted, Kev, is I wanted the 93 or 94 Samuel Eto'o. Just ripped me a new one. Every time I played against him, I got absolutely torched. Oh, a bit of Fall Guys for you, Bood. Very good. Any crowns tonight, mate? We'll be sick if they go face scans to content creators in the future and go in the custom teams. Yeah, it'd be interesting how they're going to do the face scans. Because I suppose even on 2K, and that you can upload your own face scan to, oh, I've got a pair of threes, to players. But, yeah, it's going to be weird, interesting to see what their creation center's like. It sounds like, sort of from previous games, that people are going to make all these players and teams and jerseys and things like that, that people can just essentially go in there and download, which is pretty good. Oh, that's Blues redeemed an entry. Well done, you're in the draw. Das Blues #1. They're in. I've got your name down. Yeah, that was good. Yeah. Oh, the Wombats is claimed 4-banger. Well done, Kane. Zach's closing on the 2K. See, this is how easy it is. Well, I'm not calling 1K for that. Oh, yeah. Who's playing tomorrow night, Des Blues? I do have to get cracking on my footy tips. Had an well, so I'm in 3 different comps. 2 I picked myself, and I'm doing okay in. And the other one, my 2 boys, I get them to pick. I just, like, one of them's 4, one's 2, and I just ask them Pies or Tigers and just go through alternate. And they had an absolute shocker last week, so pretty sure I'm almost dead last in that. Yes, I will jump in the Discord, Kano, and I'll invite you. I'll leave after this hand and invite you. Lions and dogs. Ooh. Surely the Lions. Where is it? Is it here or over there? Who is everyone else tipping? Yeah, that's fair enough, Zachary. You can potentially get up to 4,000 points by then, and Nines tip the Lions. Yeah, if it's over there, I'm going. It's at Marvel. Gee, that makes it interesting. Just not sure about the dogs. I mean, if we're being honest, if Brisbane is serious, and based on their list, they should be having a real crack at the flag. They need to be winning games on the road like this against an out-of-form Dogs. I don't think saying the Dogs is out of form is too harsh either. I think that's... Mighty Pies again. I'm not going on for that. As much as I... that's not the right button. As much as I love my Tigers, I do not think we're going to beat Collingwood this week, unfortunately. How many entries for the mod compensation? No, you do it for the love. I mean, for the love. Oh, I tried to sit out. What happened there?
Boom. Yeah.
Fix it. Oh, Bood's in as well. Huge. I gotta make sure I get all the names right here, don't I? Oh, we're gonna have a pretty interesting draw. Well done, good to see some redemptions. Alright, Kano, let me invite you to... invite friends. The Wombat. Oh, Robbo. If anyone redeems something and I don't acknowledge it or read a name out, please let me know. I'll always try and acknowledge it to make sure that we know that I've written it down. 1003 for 3 bangers. Need to change your hair to a comb over in your poker avatar. Jeez, you're harsh, girl. Oh my god. Can I only add an entry once, or can I say get 1k today, redeem? Yeah, that's okay, Zach. If you, I mean, I don't know if you'll accumulate enough points to do that day in, day out. But yeah, if you rack up 1,000 points that they want to cash in for one entry and then do it again in 2 days' time, if you get another 1,000 points, that is all okay. It's up to you. So the entries close on the 12th. Yeah. I haven't spoken to the Hound on if we're going to cap it at anything for those who have got an extraordinary amount of points already from our long-term followers, but it seems like everyone's... Oh, I didn't want to do one just us. I wanted to play on a public table. Yeah, I don't know what I've done here, Kane. We'll exit this. I'll try that again. I'll fuck that up. That's a bit stupid playing heads up. So what's everyone's looking forward to most for AFL23? And I would be interested to know as well, what are people's vibes or feelings on how the marketing of the game has gone so far and what has been released and what we know so far? Is anyone a bit apprehensive about getting it because they haven't seen what there is and things like that? The gameplay, Kieran, yeah, pretty pumped for it. I don't have anything to play it on, just have to save the 100k one chip challenge. Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah. I still have to get one of those, don't I? One of those bloody gummy bears, those hot gummy bears. I agree, Zach. The marketing has been below average. I don't know though. Hang on. So we're in a ring game, public, lobby type. Surely this means it'll put us into a... Try again, Kane. Oh, there we go. We've got a full table now. Yeah, I don't know who's been in control of the marketing. It's obviously a plan because no one seems phased by it in terms of Big Ant or the AFL. So I feel like... I think gamers, everyone feels they've left it too late. But there's 100% a strategy in play that they're sticking to for whatever reason. Whether it's going to be a mass info dump in the next week or two, it's going to have to be, I suppose. I think there's a few things they could have done different. I would have loved to have seen gameplay shown at halftime at games and things like that. They should have had maybe some more proper gameplay out by now. But I just hope they haven't shot themselves in the foot, because even though, a lot of people think that the game's going to be fine versus what we saw on stream or whatever, I think it's giving people too much reason to doubt it and sort of are already going against it, which I don't know if it's been productive or not. So I'm not sure if maybe they had their time again. Okay, so Kieran, so they released the career mode 12 days before the release date. Don't card snipe me, Kane. Yeah, they haven't released anything themselves, they just chuck things. Yeah, see, like, selfishly, if they want their promotion to be funneled through via creators, that's why I'm hoping if we get the game early, that I hope I get the green light to just stream it fully and just pump it out there so people can see it in all its glory. That, selfishly, I hope that happens. For everyone's sake, not just mine, but I think people will benefit from seeing the actual game. Yeah, I just would have thought we would have seen some proper gameplay and stuff by now. I'm not worried. I think it's going to be fine. I don't think there's any delays or anything like that. Yeah. From the messages I had today, people at Big Ant are very comfortable with where they're at with the game and everything, and they're kind of having a chuckle at some of the comments and stuff being thrown out there in threads. So they're not too bothered by it. Booed. Marketing has been ordinary from a production point of view, but obviously has been a bit messy, where separate parties have to approve on certain things being revealed. 100%. And we obviously know this is the most support the AFL have given an AFL game, but with that comes that you kind of are then doing it on the AFL's terms. And this is personal opinion, people might agree or disagree, but I've always felt like the Big Ant, if they were doing this on their own, marketing-wise, we would have heard a lot more it would have been done a lot differently. But the AFL have got, obviously, their own strategy based on all the research and things they've done. They've got a team dedicated to it, so it's not like it's gone by the wayside or anything like that. And they just want to do it how they want to do it, so it is how it is. Grok, one of the cool things they could have done is a video each week of one play from each team getting the scan. Yeah, exactly. That would have been really cool. A bit more of a behind the scenes thing. I agree. That would have been awesome. If there's a delay, I will generally cry. I know. Like if someone was cracking into Big Ant the other day saying, oh yeah, like none of your games have run on time, like your Cricket 22 was delayed. But then when you sort of look into it, Cricket 22 was only delayed because of Tim Payne and the indiscretion he had. He had to get removed from the cover of the game. So when that happens on the eve of the game coming out, that's not really the developer's fault. Well, what did you realise, Grok? Let us know how you go on Fall Guys, bud. All the new maps are pretty cool. It's supposed to be revealed round 5. Guess who's supposed to be leaving his position after? So you reckon they're waiting for Guild to leave before they reveal their game? Gill's last big announcement, but didn't he delay? I thought he extended his tenure at the AFL a bit more during the season. But no, I don't have any more info. I just getting through the moment. Min or carry, it's alright. Yeah, I sent JNT Big Ant from Big Footy a message today, just expressing my thanks to him and his work for me at the launch with the stream and stuff like that, and just, I suppose, just said, you know, hope you guys are doing well, whatever. And he said he's having a good laugh at the requests and the wants and the assumptions made in the thread, so I don't think they're concerned at all about how it's tracking. They might be frustrated. I think Ross and Big Ann have done a good job at biting their tongue with some of the comments in some of the threads, but no, so I haven't heard anything new, but I also don't think there's cause for concern yet, but I do understand why people are getting impatient and frustrated, because as we would all see with other titles, we would typically have seen something a bit more by now, especially when you're asking for pre-orders. Like, it's kind of hard for people to justify pre-ordering when they don't know what they're fully getting, and that's a fair enough point. But it's a learning for the AFL and Big Ant, depending on who's in charge of the marketing side of things, but they definitely could have done it a bit better. But it's just going to be interesting to see how long they leave it until the info comes out. Like I said, selfishly, I'm hoping that we get an early copy and we can showcase it, but I don't know whether that's going to be allowed or not. But they need to get footage of some type out there ASAP so people know what they're getting and can see it. You reckon on the 1st of April there'll be a big announcement? See, now, if I'm Big Ant or the AFL, I would deliberately not do it on the 1st of April, because if you do it, people are going to just think, oh, it's an April Fool's joke, it's bullshit, and you'll just open yourself up for more speculation about if it's real or not. If they'd already been announcing stuff up until now, fair enough, you would just keep going with it. But if they left the 1st as their next big announcement date, I actually think that could be counterproductive in some senses. It will generate discussion, that's true. Big Ant is sort of doing similar marketing to 2K. Nice. Yeah, that's right. So it's starting to become more common for titles to announce closer to the date, but I don't think that's in the favour of the gamers, unfortunately. There must be some kind of logical reasoning behind it, though, for a developer or game company. Big announcement tomorrow because it's 2 weeks tomorrow. Hopefully. Everyone's just... You can just tell everyone's just clicking refresh frantically on any type of social media to see something, anything. It just is what it is. But hopefully another trailer. Yeah, it would be good if they released more. But like, the marketing piece where it gets confusing is that neither the AFL or Big Ant are releasing things themselves in recent times. But you got Robbo releasing what he released. Twisty's had that interview that had a bit more info in it from Ross with his interview. So they're kind of letting other people do it for them instead of just putting it out there themselves. So I'm not sure what the strategy is there, but we'll just have to wait and see how it plays out. In Modern Warfare 2, you know easily a month before what's coming in the new season. Yeah. I suppose all the devs do it differently, don't they? And I think there's definitely an argument to be had that being, you know, the relaunch of the game, essentially, the first one we've had in a while, that it might have played in their favour to have given as much info as they can as early as possible. But, like I said, there's obviously reasons behind it. And like I said, they seem fairly comfortable with how this is tracking in the timelines and where it's all at. So if they feel comfortable, I feel comfortable knowing that they're comfortable, if that makes sense. That's right, Just Blues. And that is a good thing to know about Big Ant. That they are going to do post-game support and updates and shit like that. They're not just going to be like, oh, here's your game, see you later. Sorry, Kane, I completely forgot. Here we go. We'll join the Cord. Up that Discord. Where are you? There you go. Stream chats.
Hey, mate.
Hey, sorry, mate. I got caught up. How are you, mate?
Alright, I didn't want to, like...
No, just feel free to poke and prod. Which guy are you, or girl?
I'm the guy with the long black hair, because I just kind of chose a random character.
With the Hawaiian shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice, okay.
I didn't bother to really customize him, I just was like, oh, he looks alright.
Nah, in these type of games, I'm the same. I just go, yeah, randomise, that'll do. Next.
I remember I used to have a poker game on 360, Xbox.
Ah, yeah,
and,
yeah.
You remember back on Xbox 360 where, like, you could have an avatar and, like...
Yes.
You could buy costumes for your avatar and all that stuff from, like, the Microsoft store?
Yep, I do remember that.
It was cool because you could play poker as your avatar. And everyone would just have, like, the craziest looking outfits, and it'd be funny. I don't know, the whole entertainment of the game wasn't just the poker, but also just seeing everyone, how they were dressed. Oh, what?
Oh, Kieran's redeemed an entry, and Min...
To be honest, if I win, I'll probably just donate it, because I'm already gonna get the game.
You're already, yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to, like, play along, I don't know.
Kieran redeemed one, Min redeemed another one. I might have to slow you down a second, Min.
Slow you right down, bud.
Hope if players change their hair, Big Ant edit it. Well, they would have to do a whole new scan, wouldn't they, Zach? I'm not too sure. What did I say? Yeah, no, I am aware, Grok, that Kane could card snipe me. That's okay. I trust him.
I'm not watching the stream. I've got my game completely full screen, so
yeah, I usually do that too. That's alright.
Yeah.
I trust you.
Because I don't have two screens. I've only got the one.
Ah, okay.
So, yeah.
No, all good. What are you cooking for lunch, Grok? Yeah, agree, Kev. I think it's it would be very handy if the download piece did come out early, so everyone can pre-download. Because nothing worse than when you get a game on launch day and you've got to get it all downloaded, get it sorted. It's just painful.
I don't know what I'll do, but I'm just going all in. I don't care.
I'll have to call. Maybe you've seen the updated team ratings. I haven't seen the full list, actually, Kieran. I would think that Collingwood... So that's the highest is 86. Interesting. I mean, I would have thought Collingwood would have been at least an 88 or 89 as the highest, one of the highest teams. Because they are very, very good at the moment. I have heard that Ginnivan's going to play, and apparently my check might be out. But that could
I
just
heard
be...
Ginnivan playing VFL.
Oh, okay. So you reckon okay, that's handy.
No, well, that's what they said. He's going to go for the VFL.
Right, okay. I reckon a few people have got a straight here, but they're about to lose all their coins. So I've got a flouse.
Goddamn, Michaels.
Unlucky for people who ended up with a straight there. Okay, so Jim's playing VFL.
Busted! I'm out. I got to rebuy.
Rebuy. Is there any reason why they would play him in the VFL? Or is it just a fitness thing? Well, if they're getting playing store sessions up and running, they'll have to announce.
It costs money to get chips in this game?
No, you should have some cases, I think. Is there like loot cases or something?
Hang on.
Bood, good point. If they are doing plain store, you're right, it's going to have to be announced sooner rather than later. Ross did say, though, that if they were to do that, it was probably just going to be in Melbourne only, not nationwide. So I dare say if they do it, I reckon they'll just be... Thank you, Eagle Oz, for the follow. Much appreciated. Welcome to the Pink Panthers. I dare say, Bood, that if they are going to do the plain store session, I reckon it'll be in one central location, which will be maybe a bit of a logistical nightmare. Or maybe they might pick 3 or 4. I don't think it'll be too expansive because they're simply running out of time, like you sort of said.
I've got no chips, but then I can't rebuy apparently.
Why not? That doesn't...
I would have to buy chips to keep playing.
Ah, so didn't you get anything from the cases?
I don't know. Hang on. I'd have to probably leave the game to have a look.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fucking shit. Ah, yeah, boy, Zachary with the 2 entries. Well done. Min, the news that you messaged me at the start. Like I said, you're now the 2nd or 3rd person I've heard that name from. So, Tiggs has said it. I think Grox said it. And
what?
About... I don't know... Min, you can tell me if I can say the name or not. I don't know.
I think he might have told me.
Okay.
Adelaide?
No.
Okay, maybe not then.
Oh, Bood redeemed... How quickly did you get another 1,000 there, Bood? Very good.
Yeah, I know I'm busted. Stop telling me. I earned a loot case.
Oh, there you go. Kano, Min whispered it to you, so we won't say it on air.
Right, yeah.
But, yeah, so that's a few places I've heard that now, Min. So it's one of those things, if you hear the name, Tiggs hears the name, and Grok hears it, I sort of start to believe where there's smoke, there's fire. So Tiggs said about that player that one of his mates has confirmed that we are definitely an interested party, but he's waiting to hear it from his other mate who would... And the one he did hear it from is the one who would most likely know because of just what he does. So that's interesting, to say the least. Careful, is Ginny VFL Reef McMinnis AFL most likely? Okay. Ginny going to come back overweight from Christmas break. As much as... He's one of those players, Ginnivan, that you would love to have him on your team, but you hate him against you. And... it's just the smart-ass persona. I don't mind. Very Toby Green-esque, but he can play. Like, he can back it up with the goals he kicks, some clutch moments. I suppose the concern with him is he's got to try and piece it all together and keep his head screwed on right, not get too carried away. So if he does that, he's going to have a good career. But I enjoy watching him play, just not against us. But yeah, I think we're in for a little bit of pain against Collingwood, unfortunately. Although my only question mark will be, I don't think in Collingwood's round 1 game, I don't think Geelong applied any real pressure to them. And I'm not sure if Port applied much pressure either. So if our pressure game's up, maybe that throws a curveball at them, but they're still running very, very good, the Pies.
There was a game we played against Collingwood. I don't think it was last year, it was like the year before that. Yeah, so about 2 years ago, and we went in, I think, a little bit undermanned. We hung with him most of the game, and then we kind of fell away. I feel like that's what's going to happen.
I reckon that's a good call. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see us fading a bit.
Yeah.
If we have another period of football where we fall asleep for 30 minutes, like we did against Adelaide, they could kick 10 goals in a quarter on us. It could be real shit. Kev Pies, I know Ginny's dad and uncle. Oh, okay. What's he like then? Like, you know, we only see what we see on TV and stuff. What's he like away from all the hoopla of an AFL environment? I'm sure he's a nice person, and I've got nothing against him as a person.
When you're done in that game, I think.
Oh, re-invite?
Yep.
All right.
Maybe you might be able to invite me on the table, and then I can just come in.
No, it doesn't say. It doesn't let me do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me just try.
Zachary, huge W.
See if I can join you.
Oh, did Robbo do the LeBron celebration? That's pretty sick. If that makes the game, that's pretty cool. I want the gritty, though. We need the gritty. Booed, broad suspension length fair, or what's my thoughts? I think for that type of tackle, 4 weeks is okay. I don't mind the 4 weeks. It was dumb. There was no need for it. But there needs to be consistency. So, and there already hasn't been. Burton, I think, did something similar in the same round and got 2 weeks. Then you got Pickett, while it wasn't a sling tackle, the bloke missiled himself off the ground and hit Bailey Smith in the head, and luckily didn't knock him out, and only got 2 weeks. So I think there needs to be a rejig of the MRP with intent versus outcome. But that type of incident, the sling tackle, 4 weeks is about right, as long as they keep it consistent. But they won't, so they won't. Eagle Oz.
I did.
Oh, yep.
Sorry, I did try to join you, but it just chucked me in a random game. So
alright, I'll jump out and re-invite.
No, it's okay, because I'll just have to be... Now I know the system of the game, I'll try to be a bit more careful with how it... Oops. I didn't realise that, like, it was going to be, like...
Yeah.
Once you were done kind of thing.
Eagle Oz, we need to get on top in our forward line. Lynch needs a big bag like last time. Agree, Eagle. Agree. And that's the thing. I think we can score heavily against teams, but the worry is that they're attacking firepower with the Dacos boys, Sidebottom, Pendlebury, Taylor Adams. Obviously got Hill, Elliott, DeGoey. They're pretty smooth up forward, so no Broad hurts. I reckon Miller will come in to take his spot, but no Dusty Hurts and no Hopper. So we might bring in some youthful pace and try and match it with them there, but we're going to need team defense if we're any chance of winning the game. He's a good kid, pretty quiet. That's good to hear, Kev. And like, I don't mind the arrogance he displays on field. I think as a footballer, you probably have to. You've got to believe your own hype. Got to believe your own hype. How do you reckon we'll go, Eagle? Fair. Yeah, the dangerous tackles, yeah. Mitch Robinson, I did say the Dersma bow and arrow. Oh my god. Consistency is ridiculous. He definitely deserved the weeks, however, when compared to Pickett. It's a joke, yeah. It's as if Broad was better off launching his shoulder. Exactly right. Exactly. And that's what frustrates fans, Bood. Like, I don't think you won't find any Richmond supporter that would say that suspension was bullshit, because it was 100% warranted. Everyone at the time on socials was like, Broad, you're a dick. You didn't need to do that. And he admitted that. Not that it makes it any better. But it's the consistency. Like, that should be the benchmark. Anyone sling tackles and someone's knocked out, bang, 4 weeks, end of story. But we just know.
I just hate that the opposition supporters love to see our players slip up. They just can't wait for the opportunity to drag us over the coals.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And what I found interesting, and maybe I'm reading too much into it, and it's tinfoil hat stuff. So feel free, people tell me that if I'm crazy. But the week before with the Pickett incident, AFL said nothing. Absolutely nothing. The Broad incident, all of a sudden they're coming out saying that they want Broad to get X amount of weeks, sort of stipulating what they want from the MRO. It's like, well, hang on, where were you when the bloke catapulted himself off the ground into someone's head? But anyway, that'd probably be a tinfoil hat. Kieran, the suspension in the AFL should be the action, not the outcome. Sick and tired of the outcome being the reason. 100%. I think there needs to be a blend. So by that I mean, if you do a big dangerous fuck-off sling tackle, you knock the guy out, then you should get weeks for the action because it was dangerous and for causing serious injury. But when we're talking about people, like when Jack Viney got initially suspended for legitimately winning a hard ball get, and he just happened to knock the Port player out. In a pure contest, there was nothing in it. I saw the ball, and he got weeks because the guy got concussed. It's like, well, no, there was no intent to do that. He was winning the football. You've got to use common sense for that. So that's where you want to see it come into play. And no one likes seeing people get knocked out and their head's safe, all that kind of stuff. I get it. But if it's a footy action and you're winning the ball and an accident happens, you shouldn't be punished for that. It's just a bit of bad luck. So do you want me to back out after this one, Kane, and re-invite? Has it chipped you back up yet?
Yeah, I've got chips, but I just can't come back in for some reason. Like,
alright, I will...
It's weird that it doesn't just allow me to buy back into the table. I don't understand.
I'll fold, I'll exit,
You think
and then you think it would just let you sit out, get the chips, and come back in?
Well, that's exactly right. Like, I'm buying back into the table. It's not like... sorry, dude.
No, don't be sorry. It's alright, I'll re-invite. Pretty should apply to be on the panel for the MRO. We need some logic. I think, Bood, like I said last night, it's actually the one thing that fans from all clubs are uniting on is just how inconsistent it is. And it's just frustrating. And yeah, the players, you know, are probably getting frustrated too, but we just can't have people getting rubbed out for football actions, I think, is the end thing. Did that come through? Okay. Oh, it did.
Yep.
These games we play well when underdogs: Ross Hopper, Sonzy Martin, Ralph Smith-Short. Yeah, I think those changes make sense. The only other one, Eagle, could be Cumberland, maybe, but I think he's on the outer a little bit at the moment, so maybe it's a little bit of a wait for him. But I do agree with some of those names you listed. I reckon Miller will replace Broad. There's the other one. So this should populate more players in the seats. I'll wait and see if it does that. I feel like this season we will see more severe suspensions if a player is knocked out, even if it was like a normal tackle due to the concussion lawsuit. Possibly, Kieran, possibly.
So apparently, I know this is a bit of a change in subjects, but it's still fully related, but I was heard that the minutes that Jacob Bauer got, he actually played quite well. Like, they only gave him a few minutes because he's coming back from an injury, but
okay.
Two, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Apparently did well. So.
Cumberland was quiet. Okay, so he probably won't get a look in then. I'm happy if we go for leg speed Eagle, to be honest. Good question, Zach. Would I rather have Richmond lose on Friday night but you get AFL23 now, or Richmond win but the game delayed by 2 weeks?
Can I say something about Cumberland? He's, even in the games that he got last year, like, he's always been one of those players that plays better when he's actually playing AFL football to when he's playing VFL.
I agree, there's an element of that, yeah. But
yeah,
you still got to show some form.
I understand that, yeah, I understand that.
But yeah, I do. Sonsy's the same. Zach, to answer your question...
But then again, like, you know, we've got injuries, so like...
Yeah.
It's all good picking players on form, but you got to also pick the right players too.
100%, you can't just hand out
you
games.
know, like, you know, Dan Butler and Jason Castagna used to get games when they were like weren't so great in the VFL.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. No, I get it. You got to pick on merit still.
Yeah.
I think, Zach, I would take a Richmond loss in the game now. If the game was delayed by 2 weeks, that would be a nightmare. That's hard to say that, but and I only say it because I think Collingwood are very good at the moment, and it's probably most likely. Sav, welcome, new to the chat. Hope you're doing well.
These are ridiculous, these buy-ins, man. It's crazy. Or like how they just go all in on everything.
Oh, yeah. Some people are just nuffies with it. Boot, I don't know. I know it doesn't mean anything, but I'll happily never see my team win another game this year if it meant I can get my hands on AFL23 right now. You're going well, though, Boot, the Bombers. You're up and about. Richo said on the podcast that Bauer could play back. Really? Jesus, we can't turn another key forward as a defender.
They mentioned that he played back in the when he was playing in the as a junior.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe with the emergence of Bradkey, they try that. That's interesting.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Oh, there we go. Boo just said Bauer came as a backman at North Adelaide. We played him forward in practice matches, and he stayed there. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Did not know that. Gee, wouldn't that be a bit of a left field?
You could imagine if you could use him as like a kind of a swingman.
Yeah. Interesting. But no, I think I'd take AFL23 now, and we can cop the loss on Friday. As we're probably going to lose anyway.
Have more faith.
Yeah, I know.
No, I don't want to go all in. Cancel. There we go.
Did anyone see my TikTok today about the new PGA golf games? Anyone got any thoughts on that? That looks like a clean, schmick-looking game from EA, PGA Tour. The frustrating thing is it comes out on the 7th, but obviously AFL is going to be there any moment as well. And I don't like buying 2 games at once because you run out of time to play shit, but it looks like one of the better golf games for quite some time. And I'm not a massive golf player in the real sense, but golf games are pretty cool, especially for instance, I would play the golf game instead of playing poker. Just casually play, have a chat with people. People can join in, it's a bit of fun, but it looks amazing. The graphics and details incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kev, I said today at work that the Tiger Woods Golf was one of the best golf games I've ever played. The Tiger Vision was elite. And you're smashing the buttons for the power and the spin. It was good fun. Kev thinks Melbourne Pies, Lions, Swans will be top 4. Hard to disagree with that. Lions could bottle it, but hard to disagree.
I used to play golf a lot on Grand Theft Auto 5 online with friends.
Oh, yeah.
Just sitting there playing golf.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Everything else to do in that game, and then we all wanted to go play golf. Was it tennis? Was that the other one you could play from memory? I think you could play yes, you could, yes.
well. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going all in. Stop that.
No, neither am I. Yeah, but it looks really good.
I think that could be a cool game whenever that eventually comes out to
GTA.
GTA 6. Hopefully it's going to be crossplay.
Surely.
When that's online.
That's going to be
because that's very close, because they've literally cancelled all their other projects just to go all hands on.
Yeah.
Because we were supposed to get remastered Red Dead 1.
Well, it's isn't it almost in 10 years in the making?
Yeah, it's been a while. We've had obviously Red Dead Redemption 2 in between, but yeah, I think this is the longest time between a GTA game.
Yeah, but they've kept the other one fresh, so that's been good.
Yeah, I played GTA 5 quite a bit on the but I just I eventually just got over it.
Yeah. Zachary, you reached 11,000 on TikTok today. Really? As in followers? That's awesome. Well done. What kind of stuff have you been posting to draw in a crowd? That's been the pain of my existence, is trying to crack the code. But I think I found it with the AFL stuff. But, yeah, what did you do? Did I play PGA 2K at all? No, I haven't played that, but that's actually on the 2K22, or the new one, 23, is actually on sale at EB for $29 if anyone's wanting to play that. Kevpie's MLB looks good as well. It does. I actually saw a TikTok on that the other day. Someone was running from third base to home, and it glitched out, and he ran to the fence line and out and around, and the guy with the ball couldn't catch him. It was pretty funny. They still make so much from GTA 5, no need to bring 6 out. That's a good call, Eagle.
Well, 6 is coming, so...
oh, it's too hard.
It's not about whether or not they're going to bring it out or not. It's going to be coming out.
Footy edit's nice. It seems like footy's a good topic to post about on TikTok. Are you winning any crowns, Min and Bood? Any wins on the Fall Guys?
If a there's talk of a new PS5 coming out already, Michaels, do you think you'd get it if it come out?
A new one?
Like,
with what? What are they going to do to it?
Well, like a pro version of the PS5.
Ah, so like more storage or whatever.
I don't know. Well, you know how like PS4 had a pro version?
Yeah. I don't think I'd get it. I don't feel like there'd be a need for it.
If there was a thing where you could trade the PS5 in to get it, I might. Depending on, just because I like the new tech. You know what I mean?
I know. Sock Puppet's the same. He's an absolute
Yeah.
sucker for new tech. I get it.
Yeah.
And from a collection standpoint too. But yeah, I don't know. It would have to have something substantially different about it to make me buy it. Especially because they're like, you know, $800 or whatever. Like, it was a big enough investment as it was, but... Oh, Grok cooked some gnocchi. Is it potato or pasta?
I had garlic fish and prawns for dinner.
Oh, garlic fish.
Yeah, it was
PS5 is all you need, the pro stuff's a scam. Yeah, it's,
I disagree, but anyway.
It depends on what you're after in the machine, though. Like, it's obviously going to have better shit
Like,
in it.
when I got the PS4 Pro, it's definitely substantially better than the original PS4.
Kev, I don't know factually if PS5s are easy to get now, but I imagine the demand will have died
they're
off.
a bit more easier to get now.
Like, I know it was a clusterfuck for a year or so when they launched. A good question for anyone who's got a PS5: has anyone ever had the issue where, plugged in via Ethernet cable, for context to this question, and mid-game, could be any game, doing whatever, it'll come up with a message on my screen saying LAN cable disconnected, and then reconnect, then disconnect, reconnect, like just rapidly pinging away, and I just keep losing connection and reconnecting, and I don't know why. The first console I had did it, and I got it replaced. EB replaced the console, and
That's weird.
the new one didn't do it for ages, and then it started doing it again, and I don't know whether, and I've tried different Ethernet ports, I've tried all kinds of shit, and I just haven't been able to land on the...
I wouldn't know because I've got a wireless setup.
Well, and I end up having to do that. I end up having to change it to Wi-Fi, which is a bit annoying.
Yeah.
So I'm interested.
I don't know, did you try Google the problem, see if it was like a...
I did, but it didn't feel like there was many people who had it. Like, and the people who did have it were like going through Sony's ticket system and shit like that. I'm like, oh, I don't have time for that. But
Yeah.
I can go through stages where it doesn't do it for a while. I don't know whether it's the router. Yeah, I thought about doing that, Grok, wedging something in there. People did suggest to use a paperclip to try and tighten up the gap in there. Yeah, I'll have to see how it goes. It's yeah, annoying.
That guy just won with pair.
Oh, pair of queens.
I would have beaten him,
What did you
but I
have?
fell for the bluff. I had a pair of aces.
Oh, shit, yeah, you would too. Yeah, that's right, Grok. There was an earlier one where they said that some of the portholes were a little bit
I'm
bigger.
worried to lose my chips because I don't want to get kicked out again.
Yeah, I know. It's a shame that I can't transfer chips. I've got to just send you some. But I
Give
don't
me your
know-
money,
I
bitch.
don't know if it lets you do it.
I mean, what?
But I haven't actually fired the PS5 up for a while to play a game.
So I wonder how many times we'll see Lynch get dragged on and chopped and no free goals kicked.
Yeah, they'll probably be all over him like they do.
I like what Tig said. If Lynch got the amount of frees that Fogarty got,
Oh, we
he'd
loving
be
life.
kicking two guns. Yeah.
We loving life. Dude, no clue with Ethernet cable, but there was a proxy issue which you had to change the internet settings manually. It would disconnect from the connection and reconnect. Oh, okay. That's That's definitely something to consider, Bood. I will look into that. You can gift chips by clicking on another player's profile. Oh.
Hey,
Wait,
you
where's...
can give me chips.
Yeah, where is he?
Hang on. Maybe you gotta do it in the menu system or something.
Oh, hang on. It's making me...
Oh, hang on.
Table
yeah?
items.
Yeah, if you press like... Well, for me, because I'm using a controller, it's... like I hit right trigger and then just like scroll over to your name and I can give to you chips.
Oh, wait.
So I don't know how you would do that on the PC.
How do I give him chips, though? I don't want to buy chips. Table items.
So it's like, I don't know what the button would be on PC.
Oh,
If you had a controller, I would be able to tell you straight away what I'd need to do, but yeah. Because when I press right trigger, everybody's name comes up, and then I can flick around to who I want to interact with. And
yeah. I've got the menu open where I can pick stuff, but I can't see...
Did the person who said that say that you could do it? Or,
yeah, it was Grok. I'll have to get looking into it.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't played poker for a long time either, Kev. It was just a random game I thought I'd try and get into.
I'm not very good at poker, to be honest. I just kind of like to play because it's like something easy. Or like chill to play to, actually.
Why can't I get rid of that? Oh, there we go. You should play the next poker game for a copy of AFL23. Get like everyone on playing. Jesus. Well, we are in a similar vein, Bood. Not exactly poker. But we are doing... I'll be doing a AFL quiz next Thursday night, I think. 35 questions. And the prize will be a Sharon footy and an entry into the draw. So that's something. That footy is yours.
PS5 Slim appears on major Australia retail website.
The PS5 Slim, does it?
Yep. So the PS5 Slim's coming.
Wow, there we go.
That I don't know if I would switch to
See,
because
that-
it's got no graphical.
That's right.
It
There's
depends.
no actual enhancement.
But then I see here, and I'm probably just like completely lying to your face right now. I'll probably end up getting it. So, but yeah, for now I'll say no. I won't get it.
For now to know.
Bad game.
The quiz next Thursday, typically it will start at 9 o'clock. Well, sorry, I'll start that again. The stream will typically start at 9 o'clock. The quiz usually starts at about 9:30, but we do like a warm-up quiz and questions beforehand because it's all done via Twitch through the overlay. So you play, but you've got to link your Twitch to the overlay so it registers your name on the scoreboard. It's easy to do. I go through all the steps while doing it. So you just do a couple of test rounds to make sure that it's linked properly. And then, yeah, 35 questions. Min submitted some questions. Min, if you're submitting the rest of the questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm happy to do the other half. It doesn't matter. Whatever works.
I probably
I know
won't.
you're a busy man, Min, so whatever is easiest for you, mate. Eagle, is AFL23 going to be PS4 next gen only? I'm pretty sure there is a PS4 version, Eagle, that you can get. So that's okay.
Yeah. It's going to be on PS4.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Grok's gone back to back in the quizzes.
It says you can gift chips at the table by clicking on a player's profile card. So I think you have to hover your mouse over me or something, and
Clicking on.
Click on my. Damn.
No, I want.
No, that doesn't work. Hmm.
Yeah, click the gift button. Then what?
I don't know.
How about PS3? Depends who you believe, Bood. Some believe that the graphics are already at PS3 level.
How about GameCube?
Game.
Oh,
I don't know how to do
So,
it.
bro, GameCube was like dope. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't stress.
Cheers for the follow, Bob's your ankle. That's a very good
I
username.
appreciate you trying to try anyway.
We've got to work out how to do this. It shouldn't be that difficult. It's like I can gift anything else but chips. Welcome, Bobs.
Do you know what you should do, Michaels, for like a career mode? Obviously, you don't want to choose like Richmond for a stream because you'd be kind of biased, but choose like a really shit side like Gold Coast or something and try to win them a premiership.
Could definitely do that. Try and bring him up the ladder.
That's what I like to do. I like to play as like.
People do that in, like, I suppose, all the other
bad
sports
side.
titles. Yeah, it's more rewarding,
So
isn't it?
I'll have a career as like Tigers, but then I'll have like another
A
one.
secondary one, yeah.
Yeah.
Eagle, can we run leagues with mates? So, you can. There's nothing to stop anyone from running a league because you can play 1v1 online. You're probably just relying on people to tell you the result, though. But Big Ant did say that they are working with another company for their online play, which will get implemented, Ross said on Twisty's video, I think it was, that there will come a point in time, I don't know how far down the track, hopefully soon, that with online, you will be able to spectate and watch other people's matches, and you'll be able to control your own camera to watch it from whatever angle you want. So that's going to be perfect for streaming, because once that comes out, I'll be running tournaments for sure, because that way I can watch the games and have it on stream. Everyone on stream can watch the two teams playing. We can have banter and talk shit about it, and then you can record the results. So as long as you've got people getting on at the right times or whatever, yeah, I suppose you can do it before that happens. Yeah, those comments are shit, dude. Drives me nuts. It's just batshit crazy, people thinking it's PS3 graphics, but anyway. Kieran, I think the graphics look really good. I don't understand why people don't like it. It's a massive step up from Evo 2, and I was really surprised. Yeah, I agree, mate. And I think people who say the graphics don't look good are honestly just nitpicking and trying to find shit to complain about, because it is quite clearly, even on the dev kit, quite clearly better than any AFL game we've had.
Graphics look fine. Like,
yeah, and that's simply because time's passed by and things progress and get better. So...
well, they use face scans for every character.
Yes.
Not even FIFA uses face scan for every player.
No, that's right.
I know they've got a lot more players to kind of face scan,
of course.
but still.
Kieran, I'm doing a Port career mode, then also a North Melbourne career mode. Get Clarko another premiership. Yeah, so that should be like an achievement. Get Clarko another flag. Min's going to do North Melbourne as well. That's interesting. People are going to North. Grok, I'll do a Geelong one, trade all their best players for peanuts, and then resign. Very good. Eagle Oz, I'll do Geelong against Richmond, give them a 5-goal lead and lose. It's actually going to be funny, because there's going to be people out there who will genuinely recreate these type of things to troll other teams. It's going to be very funny. It's going to be good.
Oh yeah.
Kick 999 points against Collingwood in a final for Angus. Hey, if I let you do it, why not? That's shit cards. That's why I think having those scenarios or the legendary moments type feature in the game would be cool.
I wish you could, like, in the same career, like, instead of having to choose like a career mode, like obviously you still have that option, but say you're playing as say Richmond, you should have the options to also play the VFL games attached to the same career, like not individual.
Okay, so play with the your younger players as well.
Well, yeah, that'd be. I don't know. I reckon it'd be a cool little option.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Or have it more connected, so you get more of a report than just like, I don't know. It just seemed like you'd get like a message saying, "Oh, they did well in the VFL.
Yeah,
you should play them." Or something. I don't know.
Well, apparently, I think they do have VFL on the game, so it'll be interesting to see if they are connected somehow.
Yeah, I mean, you could play as the VFL sides in Evolution 2.
True.
But I mean, like, a connected like venture. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. Kieran,
he's going all in.
Yeah, Jesus.
I'm gonna go all in.
Call it? Oh,
I don't know. This is bad
then
news.
you got a little sick cutscene for it as well. What have you got? I folded.
Nothing.
Oh god. Kieran, I do agree that some of the plays did look clustered. I reckon that was just part of the dev build feed. We need a queen here. Oh!
Yeah!
Oh shit. Called it. You had one out and you hit it on the river.
Oh, yeah, boy.
Jesus.
You gotta live dangerously, you know?
Wow. He will be absolutely filthy. Oh, Cody, that with that X. Thank you, Cody. I'm
getting all these things figured off because I won.
Cannot believe you won that hand. I called it Grok, didn't I? I said he needs the queen, and he's hit it. I clipped that as well. When I make calls like that, you got to make sure you get that shit recorded. But yeah, Kieran, it was a little bit clustered, but I think that was part of that not all of the code was written in. There's some very, very old code in the game. And I reckon little bits and pieces like that were part of it, because if you're building the dev kit, you probably wouldn't stress too much about those kind of smaller details. You just want it to be playable. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm right that it does change. But
giants.
yeah, Nank was clearly bigger, wasn't he? Than I think it was Sicily was the obvious one. Bood wants to play his Essendon and win the final and the drought's over. Very good, Bood. You can do that. I reckon there'll be a lot of Essendon people that do that. Grok, what do you say? Play his Essendon, yeah. Eagle Oz, I'll recreate the 2018 prelim and take out Cox in the first few minutes and I'll never hear the USA chant again. Oh, that was painful.
That's great.
I've said it before. I was sitting above the Eagle cheer squad, the Collingwood cheer squad for that game on level 2. I was with Collingwood supporters from work, and he just wanted to cry at that. Like he, credit to him, but we made him look like Wayne Carey on that night. It was unbelievable. Oh, what have I got? Oh, hello. That was a tough one to watch. That. Main question: if it comes down to Ben King or
oh,
interesting. Okay. Why would you go that name, Min? Is that more of a needs thing? And for the Tiger fans listening, we do have a Tiger cast on tomorrow night. I know we're going head to head with the footy game, but Grok, I am not looking forward to the amount of shit I'm going to cop in that chat. Oh, Kane, you beat me at 3 of a kind. Well done, Kano wins the hand.
Thanks.
Thought I was okay with my 6-2 off suit. Yeah, the tactic's really that bad still, Kev. Like, I'm actually impressed / fascinated that St Kilda have won 2 games. Like, one of the guys that works as St Kilda supporter, and he was really not looking forward to the start of the season. He was pretty bummed about the whole footy thing, talking the Saints down and whatnot. And then they've gone bloody 2-0.
He'd be walking a bit taller at work then?
He was. Well, he's already very tall. Yeah, but yeah, he was.
Okay.
He's still playing it down.
He's hitting the roof then.
He's playing it like, oh, there's still a long way to go. Still got injuries. Like, come on, mate, get excited.
Yeah, be proud of your side, what they've done so far.
Yeah, I think credit to Ross Lyon, but
I'm out.
See how it goes.
I'm
for the
out of
rest
this
of the season.
I got poop.
Oh, you reckon King's more of a need than the mystery player, Grok? Interesting. Brad Hill on a wing is a win. Yeah, but I find that Brad Hill for me, and I might be wrong, but when St Kilda are playing good, he's a very good player. When St Kilda are up against it, he is a downhill skier of epic proportions and isn't the player that will turn it around for them. And every team's got them, so I'm not saying that they're the only people who have got it. But I think, yeah, when they're up and running and they're firing, he's the cream on top, very, very good. But, yeah, when they're up against it, he doesn't really help them out a lot. Oh. Oh. I don't think he's defensive.
You think Marte Kalina's going to make it as a football player?
Hopefully. I think he's got an injured back at the moment, which is why he's not playing.
Yeah, which I think could really affect his whole endeavour to become a football player.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's not the card I wanted. Oh wait, no, that's actually right. I didn't realise I had a decent hand, but yeah, if he can piece it together,
I
he'd be awesome.
think he's gonna make it as a football player.
You don't reckon?
No. Especially now he's having back problems already. You know what I mean?
Calling it basketball. Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough one. The thing is he's not... Like, he's got coordination. Like, he's pretty good for a big dude.
What did you end up with? I folded two. It doesn't matter if you
I was chasing a flush, but I've got 3 5s. And I won.
Oh, nice, bro. You did it.
29,000. 3 of a kind with an ace. Bang.
That's amazing. Well done. I'm glad I hopped out of that one.
If only this was real money.
I had nothing. Right? You'd be handing us copies of AFL. You wouldn't...
It'd be like Oprah. You get a copy. You get a copy. Everyone gets a copy.
Check your seat.
Yeah.
You get a copy. What's under your seat?
Yeah, Sinclair, St Kilda's best player. Yeah, Sinclair's pretty good. I tell you who I was impressed with for St Kilda the other day, and there might be a lot who disagree with this. Mason Wood actually has played a couple of really good games, and I know Richmond people will agree that every time he plays against us when he was a Kangaroo, he was the best player in the entire fucking league, and just had the best game of his life. But he's played a couple of pretty good games so far for the Saints.
Well, he's definitely more rated than Tim Membry.
Tim Membry, the Coops.
That guy's fucking over it.
Sarge, no, Jordan Lewis couldn't have been serious. Jordan Lewis said we should get Trent Cotchin to tag Nick Dacos. If we go with Trent Cotchin on Nick Dacos, then your second comment's correct. Chuck the house on him for most disposals. He will not get near him.
He must have a bet or something on like that. Yeah.
As much as I love Koch, that would be diabolical.
I'm glad that Jordan Lewis isn't coaching us.
He said it on 360. My goodness.
Yeah, he did.
That's a terrible call. We need Koch Ford kicking goals. He needs 24 more. We don't need him tagging people. He hasn't got the league speed. That's a dumb comment. And I need Dick Dacos. I need Nick Dacos I need Nick Dacos to score for my fantasy. Yeah.
Clip that.
All rumours point to Tom Lynch is tagging Nick Dacos. Well, that would be interesting.
I heard that
would be interesting.
We're gonna have a surprise return and have Relton Roberts tag Nick Dacos. So.
Relton Roberts, the old bullet. Koch Watch, yeah. Should we bring that up tomorrow night? I should update my little graphic for Koch Watch, but I might make a dick of myself because I really don't think he's going to get anywhere near the 25 goals.
I know who should play on Nick Dacos. Ben Nahas.
Yeah,
Nason, sorry.
Ben Nason, yeah. What kind of car was it, Sarge?
He can,
with the dreadlocks. Fix him up.
Yeah, he can, distract him with his dreads. Look at me.
Lynch will tag him with a left and right behind play. Possibly, possibly. Oh,
left, right, good night.
Yeah. I agree, Kev. Dacos is just about... He's one of those players... There's certain players in AFL that you simply can't tag because they just get to every contest. And I don't think we'll be able to tag... Pardon me. I don't think we'll be able to tag Nick Dacos, but what I hope to see is that we do to him like what we did to Patrick Cripps, where we actually impacted the... effectiveness of his possessions. Yeah, it is.
Because he's the perfect player to, like, not completely tag him, but just kind of
it's
like...
just to mind him around the contest, make sure he doesn't get easy ball.
Yeah.
But if we can pressure his disposal so he doesn't have effective possessions, he might get 30. But if they're not killing us,
played
then
well against us in
cool.
Collingwood?
Side bottom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn time.
Every damn time. You knew I was going to say that, didn't you?
Yeah, he's a killer. Oh, boo, that's a good call.
Oh, man.
Richard Tambling, in Ultimate Team.
What the hell? Yeah, boy, Richard Tambling. What an amazing draft pick he was.
Yeah, I know.
So much better than that hack Buddy Franklin.
What a pick.
What happened to that Buddy Franklin guy anyway?
Yeah, a bit of a plotter.
Yeah.
Can't dominate from a stretcher. Jesus. Min wants us to bring in... We'll bring Mate in for the tag. I like it. That'll last about 3 seconds. I wonder, sort of on a similar path to you there, Min.
Bring Barry Hall in.
Not that Nank's going to tag Dacos, but I wonder if he'll try and crunch him in a tackle to soften him up a bit.
You know what we should do? Play Marlon Pickett. Just have someone with the tax up ready. Just have Pickett just completely take him out. And then, like...
Pickett might actually do something stupid.
I hope so.
He's a dangerous man.
No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't have... I mean, he's replaceable. No, I'm just kidding. Come on, Pickett. Take one for the team. Take that one. Take him out. Take him out.
Angus, are they going to have icon plays like Tony Lockett? Well, they've definitely got legends in the game because that's why the Ultimate Team bit hasn't officially launched yet, because they're getting the AFLPA to tick off on the legends piece, because you've got to go through all the individual player managers and make sure their agreements and all that kind of shit is in place.
The music in this game just got really loud.
Oh, did it?
There we go.
So there will be legends. I don't know if Lockett will be one of them. I know they've got some of the older past players. It just kind of depends on what they're asking for financially, I think. But anyone who uses microtransactions in the Ultimate Team thing, as Ross said, the money's going to go back to the players, like the past players, which is pretty cool. It'd be cool to see Lockett in there. I'd love to see like a Legends moment where you've got to try and kick his famous goal. Tamping was terrible. Yeah, he wasn't the greatest. Yeah, Fly's comments about Collingwood being the loudest crowd. Maynard will clean pick it up.
Yes!
Kev,
I did it!
Okay, no, with the pair. I don't think Kev Maynard will clean pick it up, but I think that'll be two hard heads going each other, which actually could be quite fascinating to watch if they were to get into a scrap. Kieran, I did not... Oh, wait. Studi, is that the one that like was really bitter and pissed at Twisty and because he didn't get an invite and then said that people have been ripping off other people's content and not giving credit, but then ripped off my videos and didn't give me credit? Was that him? Was it a West Coast supporter or something? I did see some video that I had a solid laugh at. No worries, Min. All good, mate. You have a good sleep. Hopefully you get a solid night's sleep. Have a good one, buddy. Love you long time. Yeah, but that was a shit take, like a shit video by that guy. Like, it just came across as really bitter and pissed off that he wasn't there, but I don't know if he deserved to be there. But then he just made a dick of himself with how he went about it. Like, I don't mind people criticising the game or whatever, but he just completely ballsed it up and just made it worse for himself. But he's gotten publicity of some kind, so maybe that's what he was after. I don't think I could ever be that controversial. Angus, do you think you'll be able to choose the year fixture? Well, I think in the season mode, I dare say it'll be an exact replica of the current season, the current fixture. But I don't know what then happens after that. I don't know if you just play one season. Yeah, I don't know. I imagine when you're doing solo or team career, my guess would be the first fixture might be a replica of this year's fixture, and then it might just randomise afterwards for the future seasons. But whether you can create your own or not, I'm not too sure. I'm not going to gather around. I'm in Melbourne, so not going. But did I win?
I'm gonna gather around the TV.
Oh, I won. Yeah, go on the TV. That's it. I did play a reasonably big part in gather round though with the football, so I was happy with my involvement there. But won't be going. And even if I was able to go, I'd be more tempted to stay at home because AFL releases. So I'd rather play that. Anyone else in chat going to gather around? I think it's a really interesting concept. I know it was taken from the NRL, but it's going to be fascinating to see how it plays out and what kind of crowds we get. Okay. Could you choose the 2008 season? I doubt that you'd be able to retrospectively go back and pick seasons unless they did like a moments mode where there was games from that year that you could go back and play.
That'd be cool.
But I don't know if you're able to go back and do a specific year's fixture.
Yeah, that'd be a bit hard.
Yeah. You earn more respect by being honest rather than kissing ass. Kissing ass. Say how it is, yeah. You 100% got to be honest, Kev. You can't. There's no point either
Did you
blowing
get to
too much
say?
smoke or.
Did you say like? Did you speak to any of the players when you were at that event?
No, I really bitched out on that, if I'm being honest. Well, the only player I spoke to was Petraka because he borrowed my bloody phone charger.
What, did he just randomly come up to you and ask if you had a phone charger?
Yeah, I was standing up there filming. He's, do you happen to have an iPhone charger? I'm like, I don't have the proper charger to plug in the wall, but I've got a battery pack with an iPhone port if you want to use that. He's, yeah, thanks. I'll make sure I give it back to you at the end of the night. And yeah, his assistant gave it back to me, so that was all good.
Oh, cool.
But I'm not calling that. But yeah, I 100% bitched out. I had every intention of doing it, but my thing is,
Good.
when I see players at those events, I'm like, they want to just have their own time and do their own shit. They get nuffies like me come up to them all the time, but I regret not going over and talking to Brody and Lynch, but I'm a bit of a bitch on that stuff.
I guess, like, I suppose you've probably thought, like, they have enough, like, things where they've got to meet people.
Yeah, I did, but then...
You wanted to give him a bit of space.
I would have had a full house. But then there's also probably the side of me that thinks when they do events like that, there's probably a level of expectation of them to answer questions and spruik it up anyway. That no worries, Bood. Thanks for dropping by, mate. Enjoy the rest of your night. No doubt we will speak soon, mate. Hope you keep enjoying Fall Guys. And well done on claiming some points for your entries. But yeah, I do regret not talking to them, but I just wanted to let them do their thing. And they probably wouldn't have been too pissy if I did, but maybe a missed opportunity.
I think maybe if you went up like full on with the camera, like, hey guys,
yeah,
they might have like been a bit
who the fuck's this guy?
Put off. But if maybe you just went up and was like, hey.
I think I ended up being more disappointed retrospectively once I saw other content guys that were there that did do interviews with them and talk to them, but then...
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I'm also mindful of the fact that they're a lot more established than I am and have a bit more of a following, so I may be a bit more known to the players, so they may be more comfortable. Yeah. So there's that piece as well, but... I mean, the main leverage I probably should have played is I had my Sharon Polo on, so I probably should have just leveraged that a bit more, but failed to do so.
And like, I went for Sharon.
That's usually a good in most instances, but yeah, I didn't capitalise there. That's okay.
How dare you?
Like, it's probably a negative trait for me, is I'm probably too polite with that stuff and too thoughtful of others instead of just like, nah, fuck it, I want to go talk to this person and get it all out there. More like, no, they can just have a night to themselves. But maybe, if this whole content stuff keeps progressing and opportunities like that arise, maybe I do have to change how I perceive and do things. We'll have to see. We'll do a few more hands, then we'll call a night. I just realised it's like 11:40.
That's why I'm playing a bit.
You're being reckless.
I'm playing a bit wild now because I don't really care.
I'm reckless.
Because I thought you're probably getting towards the end of the night, so.
Yeah, you got to go into the office again tomorrow.
Yeah. I recently left my new job.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was like I enjoyed being around it. Like it was a friend that I worked for. It's just a job that I'd originally kind of signed up for. Like it really changed a lot, like my role.
Ah, okay.
And I don't know, just really wasn't for me in the end. I just said to him, "Oh, sorry, man. Like, it's just not really for me anymore."
Fair enough. You can look after yourself if you're not digging
I gave
it.
it like a good 4 or 5 month try, like to see.
Yeah. Have you applied for anything else?
Nah, I'll see what I can do. I might go to a job centre or something like that.
Yeah.
And have a look there, but just back on Centrelink again now.
Get Grok to hook you up with a job.
Yeah, up me up, Rocky.
Ah, Kev, no worries, mate. You're off. Got to fly a plane soon with 300 passengers. Oh, cool. Is that a private charter? Anyway, good luck with the flight. Safe travels. Thanks for dropping by, mate. Much appreciated. Speak soon. Hopefully you have a good weekend if I don't speak to you before then. That's pretty cool, flying a plane. Ooh. Speaking of flights, so Herbie was on a flight this morning to New Zealand, and he messaged us when he got there saying that the turbulence was that bad that he threw up. So we're going to obviously taunt him at work on Tuesday, and we're going to put a heap of sick bags on his desk and bins and stuff like that, as people do. But yeah, can't say I've ever gone through turbulence that was bad enough to make me physically sick, so it must have been pretty choppy up there. Hopefully it's not like that in May when going to the Goldie. Disappointing.
Are you gonna go to any more? Are you gonna go to many games this year? You think?
Hopefully, it just depends on the times. Like, I think the first game I'll go to is it round 4? I think we play the Bulldogs and it's a home game because my membership's for home entry.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, I'll go to that one. What I wanted to go to, but because of Lauren with the whole pregnancy thing, I don't know how many people have seen this, but West Ham and Tottenham are actually playing a game in Perth. I'm sure you would have seen the advertising, Kane, being over there. That they're playing at Optus Oval,
yeah,
and it's the same week that we play West Coast over there. Would you believe? So the opportunity was there to be able to go up there because I'm a Tottenham supporter to watch Tottenham West Ham, and then stay to watch Richmond West Coast. But it's kind of just too dicey with the pregnancy piece. Not to mention the cost of plane tickets and all that with everything else going on in the world. But absolutely shattered that I can't go to that. Very upset. Dogs Sat. Okay, 4:35 on Saturday. Yes, that'll probably be my first game, I reckon. The dogs one.
Is the Anzac Eve game a home game or is it a away game?
I'm pretty sure it's Melbourne's game.
Oh, that's a shame. I'll tell you one thing that was like
I'll double check
the pandemic. One good thing about the pandemic when it happened was I actually got to go to a Dreamtime game, which I'd never been to.
Yeah, exactly. And it is a decent home game, yeah. So that was cool that you got to, experience all those other types of games.
That was such a good game. And then like Essendon came back, and I was like, oh no.
But I feel like Optus would be a really good stadium to watch games at. I think it'd be very similar to Adelaide Oval.
Optus is like, I know MCG is great. Like, it's not gonna beat the MCG, but it definitely holds its own. It's been named one of the best stadiums,
I agree.
in the country.
Well, it's been purpose built, so it's it's good. I mean, oh, you go.
It's a total upgrade to Subiaco.
Oh shit, yeah, absolutely. Thank you for the kind words, Kieran. Thanks for the stream. Never been interested in Twitch, but since the AFL23 stuff, you've enjoyed it and how engaged with the audience I am. No, I appreciate that, Kieran. I do make a big effort to stay interacting with the people in chat, because that's what it's all about, just making connections, building a community, having a chat, learning about each other and talking shit about footy and whatnot, so it's good fun. But no, I appreciate your support and dropping by. Have a good night. I'll be jumping off after this one anyway, so if I don't speak to you before the weekend, have a good weekend. And yeah, more than welcome to pop back in any time and keep redeeming those points for your competition entries. So thank you for the kind words. Grok, apparently Optus is more similar to the G than Adelaide Oval.
Yep, it is very much. I've been to both. Not saying I've been a while since I've been to the G, but last time I went was 13. And definitely is similar.
Oh, Angus is
in.
And
they purposely did that for like the West Australian teams to get used to playing on like a similar ground, I guess you could say.
Makes sense. Like
yeah.
Yeah, that seems logical enough, doesn't it?
I mean, seems like doesn't matter what you do for the Dockers, they just still beat the Dockers.
Find a way to fuck it up. Very good, Angus.
They've literally gone back to playing the same football they were playing under Ross.
Yeah.
Just slow, like sideways football.
Yeah, I don't know how they messed up that Kangaroos game. Although I've got them on a season-long bet to win less than 12.5 games, so that's helping. Grok sells pizza before the Dockies game. Oh, where was I? It would have been after. It might have been when we left Kevin Hart. Maybe I did see.
How was it?
I did see Sells Pizza. Thought of you straight away. Yeah, he was good. He was good. There was plenty of times where I was wiping tears away from my eye with my shirt. He was very funny. But even his support crew, I think they're called the Plastic Cups, that run beforehand, they were equally as good. So if they ever did a stand-up thing, yeah, they would.
I went and saw a comedian recently who I thought was pretty good, like a couple of years ago. I hadn't really watched his stuff in a while, and I thought, oh, he's coming to Perth, like, be alright. And like halfway through, I was like, it's kind of getting old now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I just Jim Jeffries.
Right.
Jim Jeffries. Jimmy Carr.
Oh, Jimmy. Okay. So it wasn't as good as you sort of had thought it was going to be.
I don't know, like his satire, like over the top, crude humor gets like a little bit old.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'd seen the jokes before in like specials and stuff like that. You know. What I mean?
So it's just the same.
Yeah.
Well, a few people going all in here. This will be my last one, I reckon.
I'm just going all in just because I can.
I've got pocket tens.
I've got Duffy. I'm just like, fuck it.
Oh, that doesn't help me. Well, it does for a flush draw. Oh, the last comedian you saw, Grok, was David Strassman. Yeah, we saw him as well with Teddy Bear. That was very funny.
Teddy Bear. Funny, yeah.
If anyone's got a king, I'm cooked in this scenario.
I got nothing.
Oh, he's got a flush. Fuck.
I don't care.
Wow.
Yeah, there we go. That's a way to end the stream. Get taken out by Adam Sandler himself. All
yeah.
Right.
Oh well. Can't help it if you lose to a good hand like that. You don't mind that too much. Oh, I gained some levels.
Yeah, so did I.
Teddy bear with sauce. What good old Kevin the Space Frog? I haven't heard of that particular line group. Alright guys, that's a wrap for tonight. Thank you for the new follows.
I won 25,000 chips.
Oh, did you? Oh, 25,000. Fuck, very good. Thank you for the follows, Bob's Your Ankle, Eagle, Big T-Bone, Alfredo Man earlier on in the night. Thank you very much for the follows. Thanks to everyone who redeemed chat points as well for your entries into the AFL23 comp. Much appreciated. So don't forget, for anyone who's listening, you can enter just by redeeming chat points at either 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 or 4,000. Yeah, you're getting entries that way. Or if anyone drops a sub in the next couple of weeks, they'll get 3 entries. So plenty of free ways to enter as well. like I said before, we're doing the AFL quiz next Thursday night. Roughly, the stream will start 9 p.m. The quiz probably won't start till about 9:30. We'll do a warm-up beforehand. So 35 questions. Should be good fun with a Sharon as the prize and an entry into the competition. Oh, Az has dropped a entry. Well done. Thank you. I'll add that to the list. No worries, Angus. All good. But yeah, thank you for everyone's love and support. Much appreciated. And if you do see any of the TikToks and YouTubes and shit like that,
Dicks!
give it... Oh, fucking... Who was that? Oh, the dicks as well. That's got me again. With the dicks. Full size Sharon. Where is it? It's over here. Strategically placed in the background where my camera can't see it. There you go. KB Red. Bang. You didn't know you could do that? Yeah, the Dick Sounds had a fair workout in this stream, as you can imagine, and can often scare me because it catches you off guard at times. So enjoy that. It's a good fun one. But yeah, so we'll do. Oh, sorry, Angus. Thursday. I mean next Thursday, not tomorrow. The one after. I'll put posts out on socials and on Discord and stuff, giving fair warning about it. But yeah, it should be good fun. Quiz night's always good. I'm scared by surprise dicks. That's right, Grok. But no, have a good night, everybody. Thank you again for love and support. And if we hear any more AFL news, we'll definitely post stuff up. But I think we're all just playing the same waiting game for any kind of news, really. So we'll all sit tight. But have a good night, everybody. Enjoy the footy this weekend if I don't speak beforehand. And anyone wants to watch the Richmond podcast tomorrow night, just keep an eye out on the Tigercast socials for that. I'll talk to you tomorrow night, Crocodile. Have a good night, everybody, and stay safe.